Hi there. Welcome to part 2 of Vendor Basics, Creating a Product. This tutorial addresses options and variations for your products, allowing you to offer sizing, color, and a host of other customizations for your store inventory. There are a number of flexible ways to create customizations for your products, but to familiarize you with the basics, we're going to continue with the product we created in part 1, Men's Casual Blazer. Let's hover over Products and select the second option, also labeled Products. We'll find our Men's Casual Blazer, then click the gear icon to the right and select Edit. You'll immediately notice a lot of Features tabs along the top. We're going to slide over and select Options. In the name, we'll call this Men's Blazer Size. Right below, we'll edit what the customer sees on the storefront. We'll call this our shorthand, and the one above our longhand. The reason for a shorthand and a longhand version is simple. A pair of shoes and a t-shirt, for example, typically use different measurement terms. Shoe sizes are something like 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5. A t-shirt might be small, medium, large, extra large. As vendors, we need to see what products utilize what size measurements. Customers only need to see the shorthand because we've already guided them to a specific product page. Separated by commas, these are the relevant size measurements for our blazer size. In this case, sizing is typically done by chest, so we'll say we have 4 sizes available in inventory: 36, 37, 38, and 40. We've already filled in our feature category. Now we'll click Advanced Feature Creation. Position refers to where this sizing option appears on the product page. Later, you may add options like color choice, fabric, etc. If you leave position blank, these options will appear in the order you made them. Since we want size to come first, we'll enter 1 as our position. Next, your business name should follow vendor. Type signifies the selection type for your customer's sizing choice. Let's leave it as a box for now. Description. You've already described the product, but if you're offering an option that isn't common, you may choose to describe it. In this case, sizing is pretty self-explanatory, so we might choose to leave it blank. However, if you're like me and find that clothing sizes are wildly inconsistent, you might find it a stroke of genius to include a manufacturer's sizing chart. In this case, our blazer manufacturer has a chart. We've taken the image from their website and we'll add it here in the description box. First, move your cursor over until you reach the image icon and click. The Insert Image box pops up. You're given the option of inputting a URL, but unless you're an advanced user, I advise clicking Browse instead. Find the little floppy disk icon with a plus sign. It should say Upload Files when you hover over it. Click and locate the image of the sizing chart you took from the manufacturer's page for your blazer. Please note, some manufacturers allow and even encourage sellers to use images from their sites. It's your responsibility to ensure that you have the relevant permissions before continuing. If you're unsure how to acquire these images, email 805sellslow@gmail.com for a separate tutorial. Okay, once the file shows up in your public files, double-click it to select for your description. This is important. Don't click Insert until you highlight the image URL and copy it. Control-C or Command-C on your keyboard. Now click Insert. You should see your new image filling the description box. Click on the image to select it. A small piece of text with Edit pops up. Click Edit. We'll enter our title Noxlin Blazer Sizing Chart. Paste the URL into the link box. It should start with sellslow.com/images and so forth. Position is unimportant. Select Open Link in a new tab and save. Scrolling down, we have the option to enter a comment. This is additional advice for our customers if further explanation is necessary. If you select Required, a customer must choose this option to complete the order. In this case, we need them to select a blazer size. We'll discuss missing variants in a later video. Click Save, then Save again in the upper right. Saving is good. Let's take a look at our storefront to see what we've got. Wow, fancy. And we've even got a handy-dandy sizing chart from the manufacturers. In the long run, this might help us reduce the number of returns we get on this product due to a sizing issue. Let's suppose now that we have 3 colors of men's casual blazer to offer. From the product, we'll select the Variations tab at the top. On the right, click Add Variations. In the dialog box, we're going to type Men's Blazer Color. This brings up the new feature selection for our variant. Let's go ahead and change the shorthand under storefront name to just Color. Now this next part is important. For size, we kept the purpose to variations of one product, but for color, we want to select variations as separate products. Why? Because when someone searches for our blazer, we want them to see all the colors show up in the results. I have a gray, blue, and cream colored blazer to sell. We'll enter those colors, each separated by a comma. We're in the right category. Now click Advanced Feature Creation. Our first 4 selections look good. Men's blazer color, storefront name color, vendor, my business, purpose, variations as separate products. Next, our feature style should be more descriptive than it was for size. In this case, because we're working with color, we'll select images. Filter type we'll leave as a checkbox since our colors aren't generic. We'll get into group in another tutorial. Feature codes are handy if a customer is searching the internet for a product based on a very specific serial number. In the case of books, you can often search by International Standard Book Number, or ISBN. You're welcome to leave this blank. I'm going to make the position 2 since I want size to be chosen first, but that's entirely at your discretion. Description can be left blank unless you feel your customer needs clarity on your options features. Show on Features tab, Show in Product List, and Show in Header are entirely at your discretion. Feel free to experiment with what looks best. We'll cover prefixing and suffixing in another video. Click Save, then at the bottom right, create 3 variations. This brings us out to the Variations page, and all that's left now is to assign the right color image to the right color descriptor. Notice here we have our colors. One of them is accurate. The other 2 need a quick photo change. Hover over the one that says blue. Click the gear icon to the right and select Edit. If a box pops up with the message, "This page is asking you to confirm that you want to leave," click Stay on Page. This tells us that we need to click Save once more. Okay, now we can click the blue descriptors gear icon and select Edit. We'll scroll down to the image, hover, and delete it. Next, we'll select a new image, in this case, blue. Click Save. At the top, we'll select the Variations tab. 2 down, 1 to go. Same process. Hovering over the last one that says cream, gear icon, edit, down to the image, hover, delete. Select the proper corresponding color. Cream, save, then save again. Let's take a look at our store. Now we have color and size choices. In a separate video, I'll walk you through exceptions and forbidden items. These settings will enforce inventory restrictions. For example, you may have a gray blazer available only in a 38. You can make sure customers can choose only the available options and variations you have available.